Assalamu alaikum. In this session, we will talk about Chapter 3, Proteins. At the end of this video, you will be able to define proteins, name the main elements that constitute proteins, define an amino acid, define essential and non-essential amino acids, and list the functions of proteins in the human body. As for every time, please you have to prepare these materials before we start.
This is the nutrient that gets the most hype. Go to any nutritionist and they'll suggest a lot of food items for the proper intake of protein. These include meat, eggs, and some grains. So why is protein so popular? Well, protein is the building block of your body. No, we don't mean just muscles. We're talking on a deeper level. Whether it's your bones, muscles, skin, hair, or even the cells in your body, everything contains protein. In fact, protein is responsible for a staggering 16% of an average human's body weight. It would be very difficult to live without this nutrient. This begs the question, what are proteins made of?
So, proteins are polymers made of many units called amino acids. Amino acids are the building materials of proteins. Each two amino acids are joined together by a specific bond called peptide bond. Cells can produce proteins of different properties and activities by joining the same 20 amino acids in different combinations and sequences, as you can see in this figure. The two figures represent two different protein molecules. Each shape represents an amino acid. The two protein molecules are made of 5 amino acids which are of the same nature, but they are arranged differently, leading them to obtain two different protein molecules. What is the chemical composition of proteins? All proteins consist of the chemical elements carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. Some proteins contain sulfur, phosphorus, copper, or iron. Proteins differ from carbohydrates in that they contain nitrogen. That's why they are very important. We said that proteins are polymers of amino acids. But what are amino acids? An amino acid is an organic compound that contains at least one carboxyl group COOH, which is the functional group of an acid, and one basic group NH2. That's why it's called amino acid. Its name comes from the combination of the functional group acid and the amino group. Here we have the amino acids found in proteins are alpha amino acids. This is the formula of an alpha amino acids. This is an alpha carbon atom where we have a hydrogen atom, R that represents the chain of carbon atoms, carboxyl group, and an amino group. As we have seen, each two amino acids are joined together by a specific bond called peptide bond. A peptide bond is formed when the carboxyl group of the first amino acid binds with the amino group of the second amino acid and water molecule is released. The number of known amino acids is about 80. Only 20 of them are normally found in proteins and are classified as essential amino acids. They are 9 amino acids. They cannot be synthesized by the human body. That's why they are called essential. They must be obtained from food. So if our food lacks any of these essential amino acids, we'll have a problem building up new proteins in the human body. Non-essential amino acids, they are 11 amino acids. The human body can synthesize them. As we said, proteins are very important in the human body. They have structural and functional roles. By structural, we mean a role helping in building some cells. Enzymes are proteins that facilitate biochemical reactions such as digestion. Antibodies are proteins produced by the immune system to help remove foreign substances. DNA associated proteins regulate chromosome structure. Hemoglobin is a protein that helps in the transport of respiratory gases. There are proteins of contraction like myosin, and structural proteins provide support for our body. Thank you for your listening. Please, you have to read page 38, 39, 43. You have to memorize the summary sheet number 9 and solve exercise 1 in second session 2011 parts 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6.